Alright, so we should be live on YouTube. Should be live on Facebook. Cool. I'm pretty sure we're live. Yep, we should be live. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, say hello. It's a bit of a late one today. It's 9 o'clock here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, Tuesday. Alright, on the 13th of the March. Alright, so we're flying through this year, early days this year. I mean, you know, we're in March already, so you know, it's still crypto winter, and Bitcoin is going up and down, but it hasn't really broken through 12,000, 13,000 yet. Okay, I still think that not much is going to happen until April, and then we're going to see a big move upwards. But there's a lot of news coming out, a lot of FUD, you know, basically a lot of things happening out there which are people are scared to you know, hold their money in Bitcoin, or they just, you know, so this is the sort of thing that's causing people to fear, and that's pretty much it. Good afternoon, Sahaya. And so I want to talk about the South Carolina cease and desist. I want to talk about a website that I found with shows you all the miners. A really cool website. Shows you their profitability every day. So let's just go to this. South Carolina declares cloud mining contracts to be securities. So this is what they're saying, that if you buy Genesis mining contracts, or if you buy the contracts through SGG, which are Genesis mining, through Genesis mining, you're actually buying a product, or you're buying a security, because cloud mining was actually created out of mining, and that's basically where the issue is with cloud mining. It'd be a different story if you're just mining your bitcoins. There's no ban in mining Bitcoin, but if you're buying a product which is contracts, and they're promising you a return, they're saying that's a security, and in South Carolina you can't conduct business in that state of America. So, you know, basically cloud mining is a no-go, and you know, every state in America's got their own sort of jurisdiction, got their own laws on a state level, so they make up their own laws, and I guess it varies from state to state. So if you live in South Carolina, I would not, you're basically not going to be allowed to conduct any business with cloud mining, which is a bit of a shame for you guys in South Carolina. But we could see some more some more states follow. It just depends on, you know, a flick of the coin, I guess, with what's happening with the lawmakers in different states in America. I guess it just it's just a flick of the coin, I guess. You know, that's how it pretty much rolls. So that's unfortunate, and I don't know if they're picking. I don't know if they're picking on Genesis mining or SGG, but that's what they've come out with. Attorney General forecast dark clouds for mining contracts. So yeah, dark clouds. Do you get that punt? So yeah, it's quite unfortunate. And let's so if you're in these companies, or if you're in, I mean, it doesn't affect me because I'm not in South Carolina, and yeah, but there might be some affiliates there which, you know, you're pretty much going to have to stop, which is a bit of a shame. Let's just go to. I bought some more Encash. All right, so now it's time. Encash went about 2.8 cents, 4 cents. I mean, it's cheap now. And as you can see there, I've got 350,000 Encash. I think this is a great project. I think that long term, I think this is going to blow it out of the water. So as you can see there, I'll show you my balance there. Okay. This is my Binance account. I'm logged into my Binance account. Encash 350,000. Alright, so where do I see Encash going? I hope it goes to between $1 and $2, but there's a large supply. So yeah, I don't know. I just have to play this one and watch it. I think it can go over 50 cents. Realistically, you know, anywhere from $1 to $2, but it's, you know, it's probably going to take all of this here because the volume is so high. All right, there's 10 billion tokens total supply, so there's quite a bit of supply. But I think that once Bitcoin gets back up, I think this thing's going to pump, right? This thing's going to pump. So yeah, every four cents, I'll probably be making a Bitcoin, based on my investment so far. And actually, no, I'll be making. Hang on a second, I can tell you. If I take the average price of 4 cents, I know there was some that I bought lower, but if I take the average price of 4 cents, I've just got my calculator out here, divided by 0.04. No, that's not right. 0.04 times 350. Yeah, it's about 1.5 Bitcoin, 1.4 Bitcoin. So every 4 cents that Nucleus Vision goes up, I make about 1.4, 1.5 Bitcoin. Because that's what I've invested into Nucleus Vision so far. So I've tried to buy it at the lowest price. It did go down to $2.8 cents. I should have bought more then. I mean, I think I bought it at 3.8 and lower than that, and then there was some at 4 cents. So if you average it out, about 4 cents. Yeah, so if it goes to 8 cents, I'll double my money. If it goes to 12 cents, you know, I'm making about 1.5 Bitcoin a day. 1.5 Bitcoin every 4 cents. This thing goes up. So I think it can go up to. I think you can see $1 before the years out. So you know, 25x, maybe even more. I don't know, but I think definitely that it's gonna pump when Bitcoin gets back up, and there's gonna be profits in it. You know, when I take the profits, well, I'll just have to play it by ear and just roll with it. Good afternoon, Michael. So this is another really good site. Let's just close that down there. This is a site that I found. It's called ASIC Miner Value, and it's got all the ASIC miners listed, and it's got their approximate profitability per day. So this has got most of the machines, but not every machine. And this is not entirely accurate, but it's sort of kind of accurate, pretty accurate. But I mean, again, you know, it's not. I mean, they've got down here is the Ant Miner. Let's have a look. They got here the Ant Miner D3, and it's making negative 19 cents a day. But my Ant Miners are making about 13 to $12 a day. So this is not really accurate. The D3 is not entirely accurate. But anyway, you know, it just shows you the different machines and you know what you can expect. The difficulty, these numbers, if you watch this site again over the next sort of couple of weeks, you'll see that these will decrease because of the difficulty, and as 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 Bitmain, this new company, how long, all these other manufacturers of ASIC miners, as they start to bring more machines out in the market, the difficulty will go up, and the profitability per machine will go down. But at the moment, this is the Duck's Nuts. It's a Halon Miner Dragon Mint B29. All right, and when this first came out, it was making about it was like 400 or 500 a day, but now at the difficulty and everything, it's like $220 a day, and the numbers on this are insane. It's 900 kilowatt to run this thing, and this mines Decred, which is another coin, and algorithm is Blake 256R14. So this hash rate is 2.1 terahash, which is going to give you about $219 a day. This machine, this costs $10,000 for this machine. So you got to kind of work it out. They're saying here at the current difficulty, you should be making about profit per day about $219 per month, 6,500. So roughly, in your second month, by the time you hit your second, I think it's going to be more like 2 months before you get your money back on this. But the difficulty will go up. So by the time you get this, if you order this machine, by the time you get it, I think you'd be like at about $100 a day, not $200 a day. So I mean, it's still a good deal, because you still would, you'd probably be in profit in your third month, going on to your fourth month. So under 100 days is still good, still a good deal. Here, if nothing changes, if you're still making $200 a day and no difficulty doesn't change, which won't, you're making $80,000 a year from this one machine, which costs you $10,000. So it is an expensive machine, but it's pretty much the Duck's Nuts right now. Then you got this other one here, which is this thing's insane. This is a Seer coin, or Sire coin, whatever you want to call it. No, actually no, this is Decred. Decred, I think, and this is Decred. Yeah, this is Decred. This also miners Decred. This one here, I think, might be a little bit more expensive. Okay. So that's 157 a day, and then so forth. All right, you got all the way down to whatever. You got the Bitmain machines. So have a look at this site. It's watch it. Now these numbers are going to change all the time. So if you these machines, pretty much the earlier you get in, the difficulty will be less, and then as they keep on selling more machines and more miners, the profitability come less and less every day. All right. But I still think that this is a far better option than cloud mining. Okay, cloud mining is the worst option you can take. So anyway, that's at asicminervalue.com. Let's see. So yeah, I still think, you definitely look at mining as part of your strategy. Hey Richard, Peng, how you going? How you guys going? Yeah, and as you know, I do ICOs as well. Hey Mohammed, there's a couple of ICOs that are still ticking by. I'll get involved in those. So, it's fairly a fairly good opportunity. What I found the other day, I want to show you this. This is really, really interesting. This is really, really interesting. Okay, this is the guy here, right?
Never get to where you want to be without.
This is called Valuetainment. All right, and this is a really good channel. He's got quite a few subscribers, 500,000 or more subscribers. But he's got a really good video which he brought out recently. And this was alerted to, one of the guys in the Slack group told me about this guy. But he has a really good video about 20 rules of money, and then This one here. All right, I want to show you this.
It's like, well, money doesn't grow on.
All right, so this is the video I was talking about. Well, this is not the actual video, but he does another video. But in this video, he talks about, you know, the 20 rules of money. So this is really a really good video. But what he talks about here, as you can see on the right hand side, all right, he talks about, you know, your situation as you are, you know, how old you are, and your situation where, you know, your positioning where you're at in your life, towards to how much money you got. And what he talks about is, this is a really good video. You should watch it. That really all it's about is money is just a game, and you gotta know how to play it. All right. But what I like about this video is this thing on the right hand side. He talks about you start off with $1,000 and your 10 flips to $1 million, right? I actually didn't know about this video prior to me doing the when I first brought out ICO Gold Rush. I had a strategy there for 11 flips to $1 million, over $1 million. And then I saw this video here, and I was like, this is exactly what I was talking about. He just breaks it down in a different way, right? So what you basically, what he talks about is doubling your money. And he's saying that in 11 flips, you can get to, well, 10 flips, you can get to $1 million if you start off with $1,000. And you're only 11 flips away from $2 million. You're 12 flips away from, let's get rid of that. Okay, oh, hang on. I'm trying to delete it through the thing. You're 12 flips away from $4 million, and you're 13 flips away from $8 million. So what does this mean? It means you start off with $1,000 and you double to 2,000, and then you double to 4,000, you double to 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, and 512, and 1,024. So at this point in time, this is what he's talking about. It's just a matter of taking what money you got, making a intelligent decision based on, you know, risk assessment and, you know, whatever business model you're doing, right? You want to try to double the money, and if you lose, then you're going to go back down. So for example, you start with $1,000, you go to 2,000, 4,000. So some of you user watching this video, you're probably at somewhere on this ladder, right? You're at 1,000, you're at 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 16, 32, 69, 128, 256, whatever. Okay, so you're at this stage. So what you got to do is you got to try to double your money. So don't take L's. If you take an L, like if you're at 8,000, you take an L, you're going to go back to 4,000, or you might even go to 0. If you're in BitConnect, then you would have gone back to 0, right? So the aim of the game is not to take L's, and that's why I keep on saying don't join these programs, because you're going to take an L on them, and most of them fail, and then you're going to go back to 0. So the aim of the game is not to take L's. If you lose, you know, you lose half your money, you're back to step 2 again, or to number 2, flipping 2. Then try to get back up to flipping 8, 16, 32. So once you get up to like 4 flips, you're at 16,000. 5 flips, you're at 32,000. You know, you keep on flipping, and all of a sudden you're at 69,000. 6 flips. You flip it again, you're in 128,000. Right? All of a sudden it's getting interesting, right? Now I'm at this number, between number 9 and 10. That's where I'm at. More like closer to 10. 1 million, right? That's where I'm at. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to flip 2 more to get to 4 million. You know, my target was 5 million this year. So all I got to do now is try to flip through my ICOs and through my other, you know, bits and pieces that I've got, trading, mining. I try to flip everything to make this 2 million, 1 million, and try to turn this into 2. Then I'll be up to number 11. Then I'll be on 11, number 11 now, or if you want to call it level 11, right? So basically what you got to try to do is you got to try to figure out the best way to flip to double your money, and then you just rinse and repeat. And obviously when you get to this higher echelon or level, it's, you know, it's going to play on your mind, right? Because all of a sudden you're playing with, you know, 128,000 or $250,000, and you know, you want to try to flip that into 512 and then into $1 million. So it's gonna, there's a whole lot of things that are going to happen in your mind. But if you break it down to the basics, this is what this guy does. And I really like this video because he just says that, you know, that's pretty much it. If you can start from the bottom, your 11 flips, or your 10 flips to $1 million, your 11 flips to 12 flips to 4, and your 13 flips to $8 million. Now, if you did all this successfully, $8 million, that's more than enough than you need to live a comfortable lifestyle. All right, you're not going to be like, you know, you're not going to be a billionaire, but you're going to live a very comfortable lifestyle. You'll have a nice house, you'll have a nice car, or whatever you want. You know, whatever you want, you're about to basically buy it within your means. As long as you're not an idiot with money, you're still going to have plenty of money in the bank or in crypto or whatever you want to keep it, right, to keep on earning you more money. So this money is not going to be an issue. You know, if you're earning 10% on 8 million, you know, you're still making 800,000 a year, right? You know, that's a nice chunk of change. So this is the goal, right? Just to keep on flipping, and one of the ways we do it is with ICOs. So that's one way. There's many ways to do it, but yeah. So I thought I'd share that with you. I really like this video. It's I'll put it in the description. All right. I recommend you watch his videos. It's really good. This actual particular video is 20 Rules of Money. I really like it. It's called Value Entertainment. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put this in description. Watch this video, 20 Rules of Money. And I think once you simplify it, when you simplify it the way he does it, and the way, you know, that was my plan in the beginning, to just flip. If you focus on that, is really and just keep it simple. You know, I think if you just keep it simple, and you just focus on that you just want to double. That's the aim of the game. That's the game. The game is right there, and it's the double. Flip that, double. Flip that, double. Flip that, double. If you do that 10 times, you're at $1 million. If you do that 11 times, you're at 2 million, 4 million, 8 million. Happy days. Close the door, throw the key away, you're done. All right? You're done. So, check out his channel. I really liked it. I've got a lot of value, and he's got a lot of other videos which I've also watched too, which is awesome. The this mining website, all right, asicminervalue.com, and you know, I'm still bullish on Encash. I think that this can reach between $1 and $2 at the end of the year. Realistically, with the type of volume, total cap, you know, without being hyped up or anything, I think, you know, it's got at least another 25x in it, but it might take a year to do it. So it might take another 10 months to do that. But you know, I've got 350,000 there. So you know, I figure if I can you know, pull out 350,000 from this, then I'll be happy with this actual token. But because I've already invested about 1.4 to 1.5 Bitcoin, every 4 cents that this goes up, I'll make 1.4, 1.5 Bitcoin. So what I'll do, how I'll play this is, if this goes up to 8 cents, which it's more than capable of doing once Bitcoin comes back in April, I'm going to take my 1.4 Bitcoin out of it, and then every 4 cents from that point on, it'll make me 1.4, 1.5 Bitcoin. And you know, at the time, Bitcoin will probably be, you know, time Bitcoin goes up to 20K again, you know, I could be making any, you know, really good profits with Bitcoin. So that's how I see this playing out. It's a good project. It's a good long-term project, and it's some very good people behind this. So that's how I'm going to play Encash. That's another thing which I've also invested into, and I think yeah, I think I'll see if this drops below again. If this drops below, oh, hang on. Let me just go back, put that back there. Yeah, if this drops back below like $3.03 again, and I want to buy some more. Simply because of the price. Because once Bitcoin comes back, it's going to pump. It's going to pump really hard. So, with that said, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope everyone having a good night and day. And yeah, a bit of a late one. It's 9:30. It's been I've been very tired today. I'm just gonna get some shut eye in about another hour or so. I want to go to bed. Yeah, so guys, have a good day, have a good evening, and what's my thoughts on FIC? Actually, don't know, Ralph. I saw someone post it in, but I haven't really looked at it yet, mate. Sorry, but yeah, like we talked about last night, the ICOs are going to have to be really good for me to invest in them. There's a couple there that I'm going to invest in, but I'd rather put my money in something like Encash, Zilliqa, Icon, all these Dragon Chain, R-Chain, all these good projects which are already come to market, which are going to pump too. Nano, Neo, all these are going to pump once Bitcoin's back up. Okay. As more so to take in a bit of more of a risky with this new ICOs, but I have to have a look at that one. I haven't looked at it yet. So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, and have a good night. Catches.